into an actual good group tonight, but I doubt I will. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're going to go to watch later. Alright. Come on, where's my freaking music at? Alright, we'll go with this one. The space lo-fi. We're gonna do this. Someone's declined a dungeon invite. You're a damn jerk off for not clicking that. You some bitch. That's what happened. Listen, why isn't that shit coming up? Did I not hit the post button? Yeah, we are live on the internet. Come on now, where the hell is it? Listen, I think that's why, because if we're not on the home page, that's why. Here we go. We're somewhere out there in the world.
Hope on, calm now.
Listen, we're gonna go back to the voice mixer. Lower that just a little bit. That should be enough for the music to be playing. Discord needs to come down a little bit, probably. And World of Warcraft is A-okay. Now, let's see if I actually get into a damn heroic, though. That's the thing, you know. We got Ashley over here. Some blonde Barbie. Huntard. I'm really hoping we get into something tonight. We got a tank 2 DPS. One of them DPS is me.
At this concert, it's just like this crazy fucking side concert, and it seems fun. And this lady just like looks so bored.
Listen, Tanner, they're all old ladies at the end of the day.
Yeah, hubba hubba.
The question is are you guys happy?
Yes.
Yes, that's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to hear. You telling me the absolute.
You want to know? I wish the price of things would come down a little more, and I might be a little happier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seems a little crippling, and it's hurting a lot of people. So that's just where I'm, you know.
Well, it's hurting a lot of people because nobody's standing up and making enough noise about it.
I know.
Listen, here's this asshole Raja Aranjan, that restoration shaman that puts too many points into his resto tree and doesn't put another 5 points into his restoration, or not restoration, but his enhancement tree to get 5% more spell crit, so he gets more juice.
That was a good concept. Too bad I missed it.
Joseph, you still alive over there, buddy? Like, are you okay? I think I'm gonna sleep. Listen, Azure, you gotta watch this heroic. I just got into one. Watch this heroic, then you can go to bed. Listen, we got a tank from Debatable. We got that Raja guy I was just talking about. We got another damn Waller in here. And we got a Silver Dawn person. Alright, let's get some. Here we go. Watch, Azure. I'm gonna show you how it's done right now. Show you exactly how it's done right now. Oh shit, I went in too soon, but that's fine. Sometimes you just need let rip. I need some more enemies. 2 enemies is not enough.
You know what a racist chainsaw sounds like?
No, you tell me.
Run,
What's
nigga,
a
nigga,
racist-
nigga, 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 nigga.
Listen. You're not wrong, dude. It probably is like that. But you know what, though? You need to be happy for those people. Because once upon a time, it could have been you, dude. It could have been you, it could have been your mom, it could have been your dad. We got, Shaman not doing enough right now, and his tank is feeling it. Shit the bed. Shit the bed. Yeah, I'm telling you, warlocks are fucking overpowered. That's all I know. Put a blade storm on this guy. Not interrupt that shit. I used my trinket thinking we had more shit to kill, but we don't. I use this enemy to get my mana back. But I'm gonna keep my Viper on. We're gonna use that to stop one of the enemies. Not all of them, just one. Listen, we could have just squashed them all. But listen, we didn't. I have to live with that.
Hey, sexy lady.
Listen.
Fuck that song, dude. Dude, I remember how big that song. Like, I watched it. It went from like no views to like how it wasn't it like the most watched video, if not
I
still,
think so.
like
so.
billion views for that song.
Billions of views, dude.
Billions with the big B.
It's true, dude. Everyone loved that shit. It was big.
That's true.
Fucking Great Wall, China, dude. 1 minute until enter. I don't give a shit about that, dude. Just keep going. Let's pull this shit. Dude, where's my Wind Fury? All good.
Hey, sexy lady. Fuck.
Hello, lady.
I know, that's what I'm...
Listen, Tanner, it's all good, man. I remember my mom was all about that song. She loved that song.
Hell yeah.
We heard it on the radio all the time. I use fucking fall leg because this dude's being an asshole towards me. Dude, can we just pull the fucking dungeon and not worry about the CC bullshit so I can actually do damage? Thank you. Just want to do damage, that's all I want to do. You do this one pull bullshit, I can't do anything. It fucks me up, dude. I want some excitement in my life. You could have just hibernated that thing too. Dude, you better fucking heal me, dude. You got one job, just heal me, man. That's all you gotta do. Oh yeah, I'll get my healer up there. I'll show you guys how it's done there too. Easy claps in the lair. Easy. The most easiest claps I've ever had before. Most easiest claps. Listen.
Yeah, I forgot I pushed to talk.
Listen, Tanner, you just let it go, man, if you need to.
Let it go, let it go.
Would you let it go, baby? I think about you every night and day, yeah. Barbie girl in a Barbie world, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is madness. No, this is fucking Sparta, asshole.
Too blessed to be possessed. That's the name of my new book.
Your new book, dude. Listen, too blessed to be possessed. sometimes it's just that easy. Sometimes you just have to let it go. nothing happens.
It's all about toast and jam, man. If you're not having toast and
Dude,
jam,
peanut butter and jelly, dude. Come on now.
Gotta cut those out, man. No, peanut butter PB&J is the best.
Where's that?
So good. And a glass of milk.
Yes. Absolutely. Peanut butter jelly, tall grass, glass of milk, dude. Come on now.
God, I want that right now. But I'm out of bread. These are my last piece.
Listen, you just need to get yourself some bread, dude. Just go get yourself some. It's fine.
Be up in the morning. I'll see you later, guys. Be well.
Take care, Tanner.
Night night.
That boss down. That was pretty good. I had a tunnel my mana in the beginning, but I still kept the first place. So that's all good. My job to make sure that I'm on top while still doing my job is to push the support for the tank. Fucking my damage by doing these things. I also think these things don't take enough fire damage so they get that immunity on them. It's really not my problem at this point. Alright, we're gonna do this. Viper going to make sure to keep your mana healthy, but it also cuts your damage in half, so don't keep it on all the time. Make sure you use it so you don't have to drink all the time. Pull like this. bullshit. And then you gotta set up all your shit again. But it's fine. Traps should be up soon. He's gonna go, and they're all gonna have that buff, and listen. This is prime example why people need to use their cooldowns sooner than later. You would have used a challenging war. Get into a moment like this where you don't have any water. Got some really bad water here, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and revive the dog. Go ahead and use that shit water again. I'm going to use an agility potion here, which is 25. It's going to be somewhat of a boon, but not a whole lot, but it's going to be something. Let me read. And they're pretty much dead. Now we gotta do the hard part, which is actually doing the damn boss. So we're gonna go ahead and let him pull. We're gonna pop all of our shit in the beginning. Oh my god. Okay, well, thanks a lot, game. You asshole. I use Black Arrow there because there's going to be moments where you just can't get there in time for melee. And this boss in particular is a dickwad. So you can't just get in the melee whenever you want. It's less damage, but it's the safer option. Granted, warlocks are gonna have more uptime on me. Pretty good. Now, the warriors basically should have been already, topped off way before anything else. This guy's taking his sweet ass time to, get to him. Could have used nature's swiftness into a chain heal and got him up sooner, but it's fine, I suppose. Oh, get me out of this, dude. Come on, get me out of this. Do a lot of damage in the beginning. We're gonna multi-shot. We're gonna do that. We're gonna switch explosive shot, switch explosive shot. Get out of the bullshit, and then we're gonna use volley and the game's. Listen, I wasn't even in that, but okay. Killing me, man. This fucking pulling back bullshit. After I put my traps down, you just fuck my damage. traps back down. Hopefully that gives me a lock and load proc, which it did not, but that's okay. Okay, hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this, I guess. And get freaking stunned in the process. Shaman actually finally uses heroism. Which is good. Hold on, got another stun. Back to Viper because the fight's not over yet, but it will be. Long Shark joined the guild. Hold on. Listen, we're gonna get through it. My damage was terrible there because I couldn't do shit the entire fight. This might actually be better than what I got. I'm gonna roll. 72 attack power, that's got 92. Mine's probably better. All things considered. This asshole probably needs it too. So overall, I probably did pretty shabby there. Yeah, I did a little shabby because I got dicked over a couple of times, but I'm telling you, it's just, you know, warlocks have 100% uptime to do whatever the fuck they want because they have literally they don't even have to move most of the time. They don't have to move. They can do 100% damage and they don't have much uptime or they don't have to ramp up their damage like hunters do. So I should say they don't have to ramp up their damage like survival hunters do, where the other two hunter specs you don't really need to do much other than as long as you're attacking the enemy, you're doing damage and you're using your signature abilities, you're gonna do damage. I don't know why people don't PvP at low level because be able to squeeze out one more, maybe. We'll see. If we get another, let's see, 8, 9, 10. If we do another one, I'll be able to get my trinket. And once I get my trinket, I'm gonna be pretty pimping at that point. I guess we could try. I don't know how that good that's gonna be. try to. Use what you got, not be a bitch about it. Listen. actually fucking did something. Holy shit. Basically, what you want to do is traps. You put your traps down. You want to send your dog in. Traps. Before you send your dog in, you can macro this shit together. I just haven't done it yet, but you want to use your howl, your call the wild, trinkets. If you have it unused, then use your traps. And after that, you're going to use your lock and load if there's multiple enemies, and you're going to tap target and use those, and then use volley if there's still adds alive to continue AoE DPSing. So like you use that, you do this, switch, do that, switch, multi-shot, volley, and then that is pretty much your AoE rotation, more or less. That's what pretty much works every time. And if it's single target, you just use steady shot instead of volley. And steady shot is your filler. You should be using this a lot. And outside of like going to the next enemy and shit, you definitely want to keep Viper on while you're not fighting, to keep your mana up and keep your mana, healthy. Because I'm always switching. Remember, while you have Viper on, you can't DPS at your fullest. You have to. That's cut in half. So this is a pretty big pull right here. I'm gonna put my shit down right here because he's gonna pull this shit right here. Put my shit right here. I'm going to use my dog howl. I'm going to go into here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna switch there, and then I'm gonna start bowling, and then you pretty much do that. You're gonna have your traps again, but I'm gonna save my traps for the next pull. Ideally, in order to make survival, the go-to spec, you want to have the two-set. You gotta have your two-set. Reduce a Beast Lord two-set, reduces traps by 4 seconds. It's big. Makes him go down to 20 seconds with the induced cooldown from talents. But, with that said, you'll pretty much be on top of everything unless you got a fucking tank that gets you moves you out of your traps like this guy This pull's not really good. Not going to be that good. There's the first shot. The other ads, it won't let me switch to them. But basically, you want to switch. When you use your first explosive shot, then switch, tab target, switch, and then shoot your next one, and then your next one, and then your next one, and then, So this will be a pretty good explanation right here. You're putting your traps. You're going to shoot your first one, switch, shoot your next one, switch, there, multi-shot, volley, game's over at that point. Game is pretty much, and then we're not fighting. I got Viper on right now. He's setting up. I'm still regenerating mana. shock, and we're gonna do the same thing over and over again. So we're gonna that, switch to another target, we're gonna switch to that, we're gonna shoot that, and let me shoot off my volley for some reason. But there you go. Like, that's it. That's pretty much it. That's the big DPS, you know? My trash. Single target's a little bit harder because there's different situations. Different things call for different situations. Here you go. So we'll put it down here. There's my traps. You go here, and then you go here. And since that other one's going to die, I'm going to use steady shot instead. And you know, you just keep going. I'm not even that good geared on this character. I'm in blues, and as long as you got your two set Beast Lord, you're gonna be carrying. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go over here. Go over here, and then we're gonna use Viper. Now, here's the thing about this boss. This is one of those bosses where you're probably going to be forced to use Black Arrow if you get marked, which is going to be 8. But here we go. So here we go. We're going to switch back to this. We're going to use our shit. Okay, they got the thing. I'm going to go out. I'm using for some reason my hunter's marked it. Well, it's gonna go on the healer. I'm gonna put down my traps again. I got a lock and load proc. It's gonna go on that one. And that's pretty much what you do. You want on bosses, you're not a ranged character anymore when you're playing survival. You're not ranged. You're mid-range. So you want to always be in that range. So when traps come off cooldown, you go back in, you use the traps, you do the extra DPS. That's all it is to it. That's all it always been. That's how it's always, you know, been. I'm not saying I'm the best player on the server. I've played the game for 20 years. I just have a lot of experience. I'm just talking about this stuff, so if someone does watch and they are playing on Craft, or someone from our group is, you know, playing and they want to know certain things, I'm just kind of going through the motions of telling people what you should do. This is a survival hunter build. You know, we're going 0-8 53. I'll probably get improved stings later, but for now I'm going to keep doing what I do. You're going to put down your traps, up, switch targets, go back to the first one. Now on this boss in particularly, you want to we got two range DPS. I'm going on the boss. I'm going on the actual dragon. I'm not gonna sit down there and hit that orc whatsoever. I'll put my dog on him. I'll do this. I'll go back. I want to go over to the dragon. Deterrence. He's gonna hit me, it's gonna get deflected. You have to use this shit. You're gonna get out, he's gonna put that shit on you. It's fucking healer better heal me, that piece of shit. Come on, get me. Sweet pimp time. I am gonna do terrible on this fight, but we're gonna try anyway. Fudge. Okay, I'm gonna get raped right here. Like, I might actually be fucking dead. Okay, hold on. I'm probably gonna do terrible on this fight, but here we go. No, this is one of those moments where Black Arrow is probably better. In the long run, I did terrible, but it's fine. Spell power and crit, that shaman should be taking that. I'm just gonna roll greed on it. I'm gonna roll on this. I'm gonna roll on this. Pretty much it, right? You just basically this spec, right? I'm going to talk about this a little bit. So this spec is based around your 3 traps. Basically, you got your 2 main DPS traps. You need to buy if you're playing on Chromicraft, we're on the server called Chromicraft. It is a progression server. It uses a 3.3.5a client of Wrath of the Lich King. It has Wrath of the Lich King talents, but we're still in. It uses the Wrath of the Lich King way of playing, but we're still stuck in Burning Crusade. So basically, the glyphs for Wrath of the Lich King, you have to buy them. Straight up, you have to buy them. So the most important glyph you want is this explosive trap, because the periodic damage from your explosive trap can now crit, and that's all your damage is. Like, until you get your snake trap, basically this thing carries your DPS. So these are all your Wrath of the Lich King talent, or not talents, these are your glyphs. So basically you got that one, and they all cost 335 gold on this server. And the next one you would want to get is Explosive Shot. That's a flat 4% increased crit chance to your shot, your main shot right here, which this is a tick. It does 3 hits and it hits really hard. And basically, besides trapping your basically being your main DPS source of DPS, you do get lock and load, which ties into explosive shot. So basically, when you use your AoE ice trap, which is your frost trap or ice trap, but you use frost trap, you put that down. If you're doing AoE, you pretty much have 100% uptime on this. And basically what this does is it procs. You can use it 2 extra times, so you can use it 3 times. Explosive shot, basically in your AoE rotation, you are focusing one target, you're using one, you're switching to another one with tab target, you're using it again, and then you switch again with tab target, use it again, and then multi-shot into volley. And then if shit is still alive, you go back in the trap. So basically, this spec, in order for it to come online and really shine, you have this talent that reduces the mana cost of all traps by 60, and it also reduces all cooldowns of traps and Black Arrow by 6 seconds. Then you need your Beast Lord set, which I already have the 2-piece. It reduces it by 4 seconds, an additional 4 seconds, making your traps 20-second cooldowns. That means your whole playstyle then changes. Instead of being a range DPS, you're being a mid-range DPS. You're straight up a melee haunter, almost, basically. You know, you want to be in melee, mid-range. You want to be in mid-range, close enough that you, as soon as your traps come back up off cooldown, you can put them down again and do shit tons of damage. Your AoE is your single target rotation. So basically, I pretty much talked about the AoE rotation. So basically, when you get on the bosses, depending on you know which boss you're fighting, you're going to steady shot into explosive, steady into multi-shot, and then you just steady after that. You want to keep, you never want to clip your shots though, so you'll use a steady and then you let the auto go through and then steady again, and as one of these other ones come up, or you get a lock and load. If you get a lock and load on single target, that's your big PP damage, so you would steady, auto, explosive, steady, auto, explosive, steady, auto, explosive. That's kind of how you do it. Now, I just kind of do it that way so I'm not clipping my shots, basically. China is gross. I don't know, man. You cater to them, I'm just saying. But, what else is there to really say? So basically, survival is very powerful. So basically everything revolves around. Basically, your stat progress is all based around agility. So you get 15% increased agility here. You get another 3% here. Which this is not only is this attack power, this is crit chance too. You also get 3% crit chance from Killer Instinct. You also get 10% crit chance from Master Tactician. So you are going to be doing a lot of damage. So what's going to happen is you got your agility. You stack in your agility, and then you got exposed weakness. Your range criticals have a 33% chance to basically put debuff on the target, granting you exposed weakness to the target. Exposed weakness increases your attack power by 25% of your agility for 7 seconds. Now, this in the Burning Crusade, that was for the entire party. So all your other hunters and melee DPS and tanks could benefit from that, but here we go. So attack power. So you just clarify that agility is your most important stat for attack power, but also you get this. Survivalist is 10% increased stamina. Stamina is now attack power. Increases you and your pet's attack power and range attack power. Range attack power is what you want. Attack power is what the pet wants. But equal to 30% of your total stamina. So stamina becomes a pretty big important stat too for attack power. And then you go over here to marksman, you get careful aim, and you get increased ranged attack power by additional basically increased it by 100% to equal your intellect. So intellect also more attack power, more everything, more PPU, more PPE, more everything. So basically, the TR of the situation is you got to be mid-range. You got to be using your traps. You got to be tracking your lock and load and using it on trash and single target. You got to use your aspect of the Viper outside of combat, and you will use it inside of combat. If you're on a boss and it's about to die and it's got like 10% or whatever, you can switch to it. Oh, excuse me. You switch to it, start DPSing, and I like to do this when I have a lock and load proc. That way, 3 of those is gonna just instantly fire up you all the way back up to full mana. Basically, your ranged DPS gives you mana. This thing also gives you 4% of your maximum mana every 3 seconds outside of combat. As long as you're using this outside of combat and you use this when stuff is almost dead, you never have to drink water again. It is very important. Hunters understand this on the server. It's imperative. It's imperative. You use Viper, and then after that, you get out of it, you go back to Hawk, because this thing cuts your damage by 50%, because it'd be too overpowered. It would be too overpowered to have this on all the time, so that's why they pretty much cut your shit in half. So basically, we'll do a recap. So basically, a recap on AOE is you're gonna use. I use this. I use a Pacific. Damn, I don't even know where my Why is it not showing my... Listen. I don't even know where my, Dude, I don't even know where it's at anymore. Like... It's one of these. Yeah, I think it's this one. So, yeah, so this is it. So basically, this is my macro. I got 30 minutes and it's gonna boot me off. But that'll be my cutoff line. So basically, you get this macro, right? It's, you know, show tool tap, auto shot, / clear target, you know, use the brackets, dead, / target enemy, no harm, brackets, no harm, / cast, exclamation point, auto shot, / attack, cast, / cast, hunter's mark. That is what I use to initiate all my fights. So my pet goes in right away. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about with pets too. Pets normally have 3 ways of getting to the enemy. They have dash, 32-second cooldown, 80% increased speed. I gotta talk about this. It's important. 80% speed increase for 16 seconds. It's big because the faster your pet gets to the target, faster he starts damaging, faster the enemy dies. You got 80 right there. You got 30% just overall base increase from bore speed, and then you got the charge. Getting all 3 of these allows you to do a lot of crazy important shit as a hunter, because you want your pet on the shit today, not yesterday, but today. So moving him over to the target faster is just key. And you got these 3, and then basically you want a wolf because they come with Furious Howl. That's another 204, and then talents, you get another 10% increased attack power for your pet, and you for your melee and ranged attack power. Hold on. So you'll get even more as you get more gear, the more attack power, and more attack power, more pew pew, and stack as much agility as possible so you get the most attack power. But you also have to make sure you maintain your most important stat, which is hit rating. I barely have it. barely have that. My gear is pretty shit. It's just all this blue shit, right? Beast Lord is what carries. I got reputation. Like, if you can't get the bow from heroic steam vaults like I got, you're gonna go with this instead, which is the gun from Honor Hold if you're Alliance, and then for Horde it's Thromar and you get a bow, but basically it's a pretty good damn bow right here, or pretty good damn gun right here. You get 1% hit rating, you get 22 attack power, 12 agility. It's pretty good. 73.7, you know, DPS. But obviously, this bow I got is the go-to. That's the one you really want to have. And then on top of this, before I go into more what I'm saying right here, another thing is you do get your pro arm. You get your pro arm from this reputation. You also get the bullets for the gun with this as well, which you get the best ammo from engineers, which I have my own personal engineer in the guild. I just go out and I farm the shit. He makes me the arrows for me, but there is a bullet one too for engineering as well. But there's two different, arrows to bullets basically. Honor Hold basically you get the gun and the bullets and the full arm in all one sitting. But when it comes to ranged weapons on this server, you want to go with this one from Heroic Steve Vaults until you get the big one, which is honestly, it's the one off Prince. We all know it, the Sun Fury bow, which absolutely looks fantastic. Has 83.3 DPS, you get 19 agility and 34 attack power. But even if you can't get this right away, this bow that I'm using is the next alternative, and then there's the rep alternative. The rep one is obviously the one you're going to be getting first, and you go from there. But what else was I going to say? It's imperative that when you're playing on a fresh character, or you're thinking about playing a hunter on a server like Chromicraft, you got to mid-max what reputations to go for. If you get, like I said, ideally you're going to be focusing Shattered Halls normal for your pole arm, gun, ammo. You get this, you've already got halfway there, and then from there you're going to do we'll just go to Steve Vaults. That's an easy one. You're gonna prio getting the Beast Lord set. Now ideally the Beast Lord set is better than a Karazhan tier, because 4 set of Beast Lord gives you armor penetration, allowing your crits to pierce through armor basically, for even more higher numbers. But overall, you always want to have this 2 set bonus. It's very, very important. Super duper important. But anyway, it's like you gotta prioritize your gear, which is easy if it's just simple, prioritizing the reputation. Honor hold first. Get the ranged weapon. Get the pro arm. Get the ammo. If you somehow get into a group that you get carried, let's be honest, you get carried. This is heroic. There's the bow. If you get this, you have to go to. Oops. Centurion expedition, basically. Have to get this to revered, and then you get the ammo here, and then basically the best ammo in the game comes from engineering. Like I said, you go here, you go to ammunition. Here is stingers are this ammo that I'm using, which is 43, and then the other ones are for the gun you get with the same thing, and those are 43. Now the math for this shit is incredibly easy. You just need animatite bars, and you just need to get felt iron bars, and you just give them to the engineer, and then they'll basically take care of the rest for you. And then later on, when you get to actual raft, it'll let you. Well, when you get once you get into actual raft, then you get up to 67.5 and 72, and at that point, you're popping off. You got so much freaking power at that point. But to show you how easy that is, like, I got a whole damn bank, almost the normal bank, completely full, and then I got all this other random bullshit, doesn't matter. But yeah, that stuff is easy. But to recap, use traps, use your lock and load, tab target. Use the first one on the first enemy, tap target twice. As you tap target, use your explosive shot. Then use your multi-shot, which I'm hovering over it so you can see it. That's your other AoE. And then you go into volley, and then that's your AoE. And then basically from there, you're going to... instead of volley basically being the quote-unquote filler of AoE at that point, you're going to be using steady shot more. You're going to be using steady, the explosive steady, the multi-shot, and then you're going to prioritize using your traps. Basically, you're staying at mid-range. Remember, you're staying at mid-range. So the dog is the boss, right? You probably are going to be somewhere. You're probably going to be somewhere right here. You're DPSing, or you might be able to get a little bit closer because this is melee range to the boss. You want to get back enough that your DP. We'll just say this is we'll just say right about here is probably where you want to be, right? Melee are doing pew 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 pew. You put your traps down. You get your lock and load. You're gonna use your macro, which is gonna send your dog in, which is gonna use your hunter's mark, which is this. I also have that on my bar, so I can just cast that in general if I'm talking about something, or I want to show someone something, or precast it myself. Send your dog in, put that on there, you get your lock and load, and then you're going to do steady, auto, explosive, steady, auto, explosive, steady, auto, explosive, and then steady, multi, steady, and then once traps are probably back up, you use them again, and that's pretty much the rotation. You just do, and you're cycling in. Your rotations change a little bit depending on if you got lock and load, or you got to put down traps again, which prompts lock and load, so on and so forth. That's all it really is. Traps are very incredibly powerful. Utilizing lock and load, using this, utilizing your 6-second reduce cooldown reduction into utilizing the right gear to get to, basically. That's all it is. And then, you know, you just get good. That's all it is. You just get good. It takes, you have to, you basically, your whole mental thing changes, basically. Your whole psyche changes, basically, when you're survival, because you're no longer staying at range, basically. There is another thing I want to actually talk about. You do want to stand still. The first part of this doesn't apply to this server because we do not get kill shot right away, so we don't get that juicy tidbit. But basically, while standing still for 6 seconds, you gain sniper training, increasing damage done by your steady, aimed, black arrow, and explosive shot by 6 seconds for 15 seconds. So standing still is pretty big because that's 6%. Also, since we're talking about percentiles, survival also gets improved tracking, 5% increased damage. You got to use this shit. You gotta use it. You got these track. You get the track depending on what enemies use this. That's 5%, and then you stack it with this. That's 11% increased damage. Make sure you keep your hunter's mark up. That's 110 more attack power. And then once you get access to Wrath, that is when shit gets very interesting very fast, because you're gonna go from careful aim into, you know, this basically crit strike damage increase into aim shot into improved stings, and at that point our multi-shot is gonna basically spread our sting damage, which in turn means we will probably be either moving away from sniper training in order to get this for more overall DPS increase, because with 3 points into this increases damage done to targets by 3% that are affected by serpent sting by 3%. We lose 3% damage to get an overall increase to all of the targets, which you don't have to stand still for, but you probably will be able to still get this. You don't need a whole lot from the marksman. You just want your 5% crit, you want your attack power increase, you want your crit damage, you want your aim shot, and then you want your improved stings. That's all it is. You're getting down here to these improved stings, so you get even more DPS. That's all it is. And then you can probably get improved hunter's mark as well, if I'm looking at this correctly. upon us. It's like it's 4:45 a.m. I didn't even notice. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. But and poo stings when you get those extra talent points is where it really comes online. And then you get aim shot. And aim shot is like another ability that just allows your auto attacks to become stronger. It gives you a moral strike debuff. You just become a monster at this point. When you get access to your other talent points, you start popping off. You get kill shot. Let's not forget kill shot. Kill shot with sniper training is absolutely freaking bonkers. I mean, you do so much execute damage with that thing, but that is for another time, for another day. I think I'm gonna shut the stream down now. You guys kind of see how the hunter plays. I didn't get all I wanted because literally being in this queue for 25 minutes, I don't think we're gonna get in. I literally have 40 badges. I need one more badge to get the big boy. That's literally what I need, one more badge. But I'm not gonna get it, so it's fine. We'll turn this off. We'll keep going until next time, guys.